She tapping out again. She's quitting on her team again. The facts was she had not finished any season. Her rookie year with the Sky, she tapped out. She did not finish with Unrivaled. She tapped out, didn't even show up to the playoff games.
Angel Reese is delusional if she doesn't think that her teammates, don't see what's going on and probably despise her. Because we heard, man, earlier this season,
Angel Reese is out of touch if she thinks her teammates don't see what's happening and probably aren't frustrated with her. Earlier this season, reports surfaced that Reese was struggling after the Chicago Sky suspended her. Her meltdown was impossible to ignore. From questionable injuries to skipping key rivalry games, she's become one of the league's biggest disappointments.
That's it. I've done what I had to do. I don't need to stick around for all this losing. She's been saying her back hurts. Nobody knows anything about the injury. Nobody knows.
Fans are now questioning whether Reese is even a basketball player anymore or just another Instagram influencer in sneakers.
Constantly post on Instagram what you're doing. You can constantly post on Instagram your passion. Like, you could constantly do all of these things where you need your back, except use it on the basketball court.
Angel Reese entered the WNBA with the hype of a once-in-a-generation superstar, the Bayou Barbie, who was supposed to carry the Chicago Sky into a new era. That was the promise. The reality? She's become Meltdown Barbie. And not in a fun way. The franchise put all their eggs in her basket, plastered her face everywhere, and called her the future of the team. Now fans are asking the same question. Is she even focused on basketball anymore? From where it looks, she seems more interested in Instagram filters than playoff wins.
And then this season, post All-Star break, it seemed like that is all she cared about. She realized this team stinks. Tyler Marsh is a bum. Jeff P's a bum. They all stink. I'm not taking that away from her.
Now, let's talk about this back injury saga, the most mysterious injury in the league. And I mean mysterious like a Bigfoot sighting. Reese has been listed as day-to-day for weeks, yet there hasn't been a single medical update. No MRIs, no rehab clips, no timetable, not even a fake doctor's note on a napkin, just silence. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky are struggling at the bottom of the standings, holding an 8-24 record.
Angel Reese basically quit on the team. That's how I feel. That's an opinion, not factual. It looks like it. I think that they are probably not too pleased with her.
The Sky were already eliminated from playoff contention as early as June 2024. June. Think about how bad you have to be for your season to be over that early. And during all of this, Angel Reese wasn't playing, wasn't helping, and wasn't even pretending to care. What was she doing instead? Instagram posts, Reebok promo shoots, fashion photos, basically anything except basketball. Fans wanted leadership and got a disappearing act in designer clothes.
No matter what, the Chicago Sky will not make it to the playoffs. So whether you show up now or later or earlier, you had to miss enough games so that the blame could not be on you.
The league tried to hype this rivalry. Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark, two rising stars head-to-head, a battle of the new generation. But how can you be someone's rival if you're never around? Clark is transparent and accountable. Even when she's injured, she sits on the bench, encourages her team, leads huddles, and gives updates. Reese? She vanished. She's not a rival, she's a rumor.
Especially when Angel Reese is missing these blown layups that literally are costing them games, making all these terrible plays, refusing to pass the ball because she's so bent on keeping up with Caitlin Clark. She's putting she's grabbing the ball and putting it back up.
The crazy part? This isn't new for her. The injury excuse factory has been running on schedule for 3 years. You could set your watch to it. In her rookie year, 2023, when things got tough and Caitlin Clark started pulling ahead in the Rookie of the Year race, boom, suddenly Angel Reese's wrist was hurt.
We start calling it out. Hey, are you quitting again? It appears you're quitting again just because your team not good. Just like rookie year, once you realize you stood no chance to win Rookie of the Year, you quit.
She couldn't finish the season. How convenient. Then came the big opportunity, the championship game, her chance to shine and make a mark. What happened? She ghosted. Not only did she skip playing, she didn't even show up in street clothes to support her team. And the team went on to win without her. So much for being the face of the franchise.
Marsh is a bum. Jeff P's a bum. They all stink. I'm not taking that away from her. I'm not blaming her for the higher-ups being trash and the roster being horrible.
And now, here we are in 2025, new season, same disappearing act. This time, the excuse is a back injury. And when did it appear? Right as the Sky were spiraling to last place. The timing couldn't be more suspicious. Look at the numbers. She's played only 3 games in 4 weeks. 3 games. And the Sky lost every single one by an average of 18 points. That's not just losing, it's getting destroyed. You'd think someone billed as the face of the team would step up to help, but nope. She sat out, collected her day-to-day status, and kept posting on Instagram.
Right, always injured. It was the wrist, and then on rivalry, it was something else. And now, guys, it was her back, well, her leg, then her back.
And don't even get me started on the travel situation. Reese refused to travel with the Sky for rivalry games against the Indiana Fever. You know, the team with Caitlin Clark, the ones fans actually circle on their calendars. These matchups matter. They draw crowds, yet Reese didn't bother. She didn't suit up, didn't sit on the bench, didn't cheer from the sidelines. But somehow, she had no problem traveling for All-Star Weekend or sneaker launches. Back injury? Must be allergic to charter flights with teammates, but perfectly fine for brand deals and photo ops. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark had a legitimate groin injury she could trace to a play on the court, and she was still traveling, still sitting with her team, still leading huddles. That's professionalism. Reese? She looks like the opposite.
What makes it even worse, guys, she comes back and she says, I want to hoop. Meaning like, okay, I'm done with this, with all of this play around stuff. I think that I'm bored now. I actually miss being on the court. I want to hoop. I want to put on the shorts that...
And now we've got this. Lawsuit drama hanging over everything. Reports are saying the Chicago Sky actually sued her for abandoning the team midseason. Sued their own supposed franchise player.
Do you know how
pathetic it has to get for your team to take you to court? That's not drama. That's a soap opera.
And her teammates?
They're allegedly so fed up they've got separate group chats that exclude her. Imagine being so toxic that your own team doesn't even want you in the text
thread.
That's not leadership. That's a red flag waving in your face.
And Angel Reese, feeding into this villain narrative, painted a bigger target on her back that she did not necessarily need. Angel Reese could have went a completely different route.
Even the front office couldn't keep quiet. GM Jeff P. went public flat, out saying he needed to see more from their so-called superstar player.
And
let's be real, when your boss is going on record begging you to do your job, that's about as embarrassing as it gets. And it's not like the criticism is coming from nowhere. Legends of the game see it, too. Lisa Leslie herself ranked Reese as a C-tier talent compared to Caitlin Clark's A-tier. That's Hall of Famer judgment. That's not some troll on Twitter.
This is what Angel Reese wanted. She wanted to be the villain. They don't just watch the WNBA because of one player, that one player being the Caucasian chick, Caitlin Clark. They watch it because of me, too.
Fans aren't blind either. They've noticed the Sky actually play better without Reese. The team is faster, more energetic. The ball moves instead of getting stuck in forced post-ups. Guards run plays, wings cut harder, and the bench gets involved. The whole team breathes easier without having to feed one ego possession after possession. That's the harsh reality. The Sky runs smoother without their supposed star. Reese's absence has become addition by subtraction.
The game, she said, it was ugly. Very ugly for me. But I tried to push through as much as I could for my teammates because I know they need me out there. Okay, it's not clear what the disconnect is between Reese and the organization, but her comments revealed that the recovery process did not go.
She was hyped as the Bayou Barbie, but she's quickly become Meltdown Barbie. She's hiding behind the most suspicious back injury in the league while the team plummeted to an 8-24 record, getting eliminated from playoff contention as early as June. She's played only 3 games in 4 weeks, all losses by an average of 18 points. She refuses to travel with the team for rivalry games, but shows up without a shoe for sneaker launches. She's been sued by her own team, shaded by her GM, and likely side-eyed by teammates in group chats she isn't even part of. Lisa Leslie called her out, and fans are saying the Sky actually play better without her clogging the offense. And the cherry on top? She still acts like she's Caitlin Clark's equal.
Exactly what's going on because they could not find anything, right? Maybe the MRI came back and they was like, we don't see anything. Maybe, just maybe, anybody who knows sports, anybody with a set of eyeballs that work, to see that Angel Reese was full of it.
Angel Reese spends more time promoting her sneakers than actually lacing them up. That's not an exaggeration. She hyped her Reebok sneaker launch in September like it was the next Air Jordans. Yes, really. A player averaging 14 points on the league's worst team compared herself to Michael Jordan. At this point, it's not just delusion, it's comedy. And where did she take the circus? To Indiana, not to face Caitlin Clark in a meaningful matchup, but to stage a Reebok promo right in Clark's backyard. Forget basketball. Reese cares more about sneaker stunts than rivalry games.
WNBA got rid of Liz Cambage, who is far more better than Angel Reese. I don't get what Angel Reese has over the WNBA. I don't get what Angel Reese has over the organization. But if they were smart, they would do what they needed to.
And the cherry on top? She only returned to the lineup when Grandma showed up. Not for the fans, not for her teammates, not for the Chicago Sky struggling at 8-25. She magically healed for a family photo op. Once that was done, poof, back to disappearing. At this point, someone should just hire her PR team. They clearly know how to time her appearances for maximum drama and minimum effort. Meanwhile, when she actually plays, it's the same story. Obsessed with keeping her double-double Barbie image alive. Forcing rebounds, churning out putbacks, chasing stats like they mean something. But let's be honest, no one cares about stats when your team is losing by 25 to 30 points every night. The Sky are getting blown out while Reese pats her box score like it'll save her legacy. Fans see right through it, and they're roasting her with nicknames like Vanishing Barbie and Me-Bound Clown. Brutal, but true. She's prioritizing clout and brand image over actual wins.
Angel Reese, in my opinion, has been given a lot of time and opportunities to show the world that she can indeed play basketball. And for her to be labeled as the best player on the team really says a lot about the roster.
And here's where the contrast gets hilarious. Caitlin Clark. When it comes to head-to-head matchups, the numbers speak louder than any PR stunt. Over the last 2 seasons, the Indiana Fever are 7-1 against the Chicago Sky, including 4-0 this year alone. That's not a rivalry. That's a beatdown. Clark is dunking Reese's reputation straight into the trash. Every time they play, the Fever take the win, and Reese walks away with another excuse.
She wanted to be the villain. They don't just watch the WNBA because of one player, that one player being the Caucasian chick, Caitlin Clark. They watch it because of Me Too. Me Too, right? It says here that after the game, she said it was ugly.
And it's not just the scoreboard. When the Fever and Sky faced off in prime time on ABC, the game drew 1.3 million viewers. You'd think with all the hype that number would explode, but nope. It was the lowest rated matchup since Clark and Reese both entered the league. What does that tell you? Without Clark carrying the excitement, nobody is tuning in for Angel Reese. The league can push the rivalry all it wants, but fans have already decided who matters. Clark is the draw, Reese is the drama.
Look at how they carry themselves.
Clark plays through injuries, signs autographs, embraces fans, and makes herself available.
Reese?
She skips games, hides behind vague injuries, ignores fans, and only shows up for photo ops when cameras are ready. The media narrative is clear. Clark is the fighter, Reese is the faker. In sports, perception is everything. Clark is building trust for the WNBA, while Reese erodes it every time, Day to Day pops up next to her name. Subscribe now. Angel Reese's drama is only getting messier, and you won't want to miss the next meltdown.